They say football is chaos, but there's one man who moves through that chaos like he's got it on mute. No noise, no panic, just rhythm. While others throw themselves into tackles, he's out there floating. Press? What press? He turns it into a dance floor. See, some players run the game. He sings to it. He doesn't shout, he doesn't dive, he just glides, smooth, effortless, silent. But don't let the calm fool you. This isn't just pretty football, it's a weapon. Because when he carries the ball, defenses shift, passing lanes open, entire tactics fall apart. And the funny thing? He's been doing this for years, but somehow the world still treats him like a side character. And just when people started asking if he still fits into Barca's future, boom, Hansi Flick walks in, and he finally became what he was always meant to be. A monster disguised as an artist. No, we're not talking about Pedri or Rafinha here. We're talking about a player far, far more underrated. Hello everyone, I'm Bakhtiar Alam, you're watching Pure KickPlay, and today we'll be talking about Frenkie de Jong's magic and how he almost disappeared from greatness. But before we kick off again, the ref says you have to subscribe. It's in the rulebook, trust me, we are checked it and everything. So, let's begin. Frenkie de Jong was born in 1997 in a tiny Dutch town called Ajax. Blink and you miss it. But even in that silence, Frenkie had football noise in his DNA. He joined Willem II's academy, but even then, coaches said he played football like a violinist played music. His technical ability and vision were evident from a young age, setting him apart from his peers. He wasn't trying to beat opponents, he was dancing past them. In 2015, Ajax saw the vision. Under the guidance of Erik ten Hag, Frenkie developed his game, learning the intricacies of positional play and tactical awareness. But they didn't throw him into the fire, they made him simmer. For almost 2 years, Frenkie cooked in young Ajax, their reserve team, refining his positional play, his ball control under pressure, and his signature move, the de Jong turn. He joined Ajax in the summer of 2015 and played for young Ajax in the 2015-16 and parts of 2016-17 seasons, gradually integrated into the first team with his debut in September 2016. By 2018, he wasn't just ready, he was redefining the midfielder's job description. His performances in the Eredivisie, where Ajax won the title in 18-19 season, earned him the Player of the Year award, showcasing his growing influence. Here's where the myth became reality. The 2018-19 Champions League. Ajax, with their squad averaging 23 years old, knocked out Real Madrid and Juventus. And Frenkie, he was untouchable. In the 4-1 victory against Real Madrid at Bernabeu, Frenkie dominated the midfield, controlling the tempo and breaking Madrid's press with ease. Against Juventus, his dribbling and passing range were full on display, helping Ajax secure a 2-1 win in Turin. He wasn't scoring, he wasn't assisting, he was controlling. His performances were so impressive that he was named in the Champions League squad of the season, a testament to his impact. Pirlo once said, "You can't press someone who doesn't have flair." That's Frenkie. Press him and he turns you into a training cone. In Turin, he dribbled past the greats like it was Sunday League. Everybody wanted him. PSG, Man City, Bayern. But he chose Barcelona. Frenkie de Jong arrived at Barcelona in 2019 as one of the world's most exciting midfielders. But something was off. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't magical either. Why? Well, imagine being a violinist and someone hands you a drum. Barcelona were a mess, tactically, mentally, boardroom-wise. Valverde, Stein, Koeman, Xavi. So many coaches, each with a different plan, but none of them truly understood how to unleash Frenkie's flow. Under Valverde, the team lacked a clear identity, and Frenkie was often played out of position. Setien attempted a possession-based style, but it didn't fully click. Koeman tried to build around Frenkie, occasionally using him as a centre-back in the back three, but injuries and squad limitations hindered progress. Even under Xavi, Frenkie's role wasn't fully optimised. They played him too deep, too far forward, sometimes even as a centre-back. Still, he had his moments, solo runs, brilliant recoveries, insane press resistance, but there was no system built around him. Despite the talents, Frenkie consistently ranked high in progressive passes and carries in La Liga, showcasing his individual brilliance even in a disjointed team. He was like a Ferrari used to deliver groceries. This is where the tone changed. Critics, even fans, started doubting him. Overrated, sideways passer, can't dominate like Gavi or Pedri. However, statistics told a different story. Frenkie was among the top midfielders in Europe for progressive carries, successful pressures, and passes into the final third. His ability to break the lines with his dribbling and passing was evident in matches like El Clasico, where he often outperformed his counterparts. But they were watching with the wrong eyes. Frenkie doesn't dominate like De Bruyne, he nullifies chaos. He carries the ball to create calm, he drops into zones to give teammates room. It's invisible genius, but invisible doesn't trend. In the summer of 2022, Manchester United under Ten Hag pursued him heavily, but Frenkie chose to stay at Barcelona, agreeing to differ wages to help the club's financial situation until the right manager showed up. Hansi Flick. Appointed in the summer of 2024, Flick brought a fresh tactical approach to Barcelona. Known for his success at Bayern Munich, where he won multiple titles, including the 2020 Champions League, Flick implemented a high-pressing system with quick transitions, perfectly suited to Frenkie's skill set. In the 2024-25 season, things changed. Flick immediately restructured Barca's midfield. He gave Frenkie a defined role, not a lone pivot, not a high eight, but a free-roaming controller, much like what he did with Joshua Kimmich at Bayern. Flick paired Frenkie with a more defensive-minded midfielder, allowing him to venture forward and influence the game in advanced areas. Suddenly, Frenkie had passing triangles, runners, press traps to break, and guess what? He exploded. Under Flick, Frenkie's progressive carries skyrocketed. His touches per 90 in advanced zones increased. He even started creating more chances, not because he changed, but because finally, he fit. Let's get this straight. Frenkie de Jong isn't just a footballer, he's an architect. His exceptional first touch allows him to receive the ball in tight spaces, and his ability to shield it under pressure makes him nearly impossible to dispossess. He draws angles no one sees. He connects passes that don't exist until he makes them. His vision to play through balls and switch play keeps opponents constantly on their toes. There's a reason players like Messi and Busquets respected him immediately. He's not flashy, he is flawless. His movement of the ball is telepathic. His ability to draw in two players then release the perfect outlet pass, it kills pressing teams. And with Flick's positional play, he's finally doing it week in, week out. Comparisons to legends like Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets are inevitable, but de Jong brings a unique blend of physicality and technical prowess, making him a modern midfield maestro. Frenkie is now 27, that magical age where intelligence meets experience and legs still listen. If injuries stay away and Barcelona stays stable, you are looking at a world-class midfielder finally in his groove. Under Hansi Flick, Barcelona are challenging for major titles, and Frenkie's performances have put him in contention for individual accolades like the Ballon d'Or. His influence also extends to the national team, where he remains a crucial player for the Netherlands, driving their midfield with the same composure. We may not see the goals, we may not get 15 assists, but we'll see something rarer: control. And in football, control wins games. Frenkie de Jong was never loud, never viral, but now he doesn't need to be. Because sometimes the most powerful players are the ones who make others better. Frenkie's style may not be flashy, but is highly effective, and he's finally receiving the recognition he deserves as one of the world's elite midfielders. And Frenkie, he makes the game look easy.